Hello, it's Tree Sprite, and we're finally back for another YouTube video. Today I'm taking you along with me while I tour all of my sketchbook updates throughout 2025. I feel like at the start of the year, I was trying to find, my footing with art for a little bit. And then maybe a few months later, I kind of find it, and then it just continues to go up from there, I feel like. I've still had a couple of bad months through there. One of those was for the month of October because my mom had to go to the doctor. Turns out she had AFib, so I was with her a lot that month in the hospital. Not much time to draw when you are sitting somewhere. Or when you're working, and then going to the hospital. Right. I've introduced a couple of different series this year. Not sure if I finished all of the art that I've sketched out for the year by the end of the year. I'm kind of recording this a little bit early. That way I don't have to worry about it later. I do want to do another Meet the Artist in 2026. So that might be one of the first few pieces of art I make in 2026. We'll kind of see. I did start taking Pokemon art requests in maybe February or March. And I also started drawing, the different G3 My Little Ponies for birthdays. But I was, taking the species that the series has introduced over the years and, making them that species instead of them just being, all Earth ponies. I took quite a few Pokemon art requests. I think I mentioned that. I started my Shiny Pokemon Journal series, so that was a lot of fun. I like doing that. I will definitely be continuing that in some capacity in the new year. Maybe not as, jam-packed in a few months like it was. Because as of right now, I've slowed down quite a bit with that. I just need to finish 2 more pieces of art in the one that I'm working in now, and then I'm ready for another video. I might do the next one themed on something. I don't know. I've been still trying to do Warrior Cats content when I can, because I still have a lot of ideas for that series, and I still enjoy, revisiting that series, and I'd like to continue trying to catch up with the book series, but I don't think I'm going to meet my reading goal for 2025, because I wanted to read 30 books, and I'm maybe at 20, maybe I'll force myself to read some manga and finish the current book I'm on. I don't know. We're probably not meeting that goal of 30 books. Maybe I'll set a goal of 15 next year. I don't know. And I definitely would say that I've drawn quite a few pictures of my characters, mostly Harper and Blair. Nothing wrong with that. They're my favorite characters right now. I would like to try to make a series out of them in 2026, but I guess we'll see. I'm kind of trying to have fun with them and do what I want with them. Instead of, being a perfectionist about it. In general, lately, I'm trying to be less of, a control freak about things. Because I feel like it really stunts me. At work, I'm like, okay, this person has to do this for this time period, da-da-da-da. Because I'm a manager, that's what a manager's supposed to do. But, it's like grocery store work, so you gotta make room for error. And I guess I'm trying to give myself room to do things, I don't want to be set in a set box, I guess you could say. I do think it's interesting that maybe I finished 3 or 4 sketchbooks last year, and I finished a couple of brain dump books and stuff like that this year. I finished my Pokemon journal, but I don't think I'm going to be able to finish an entire sketchbook this year. I've been just kind of jumping around too much. Certain sketchbooks I've filled out more pages than others, so maybe I'll be able to finish them next year. I don't know. I'm also trying not to focus on that too much. I want to have fun with my art and not stress myself out, basically. I want to draw the way I was drawing in like 2015, basically. To like some extent, because in 2015 I was kind of like just drawing my characters and whatever I wanted with my characters at that time period. But I like doing a variety. I don't mind doing a variety. But I want to be able to, open a sketchbook, draw whatever I want, and move on with my day, no matter how good or bad it is. And I've been trying really hard to get into that throughout 2025. So I guess my main goal for next year is to try to continue to draw whatever I want and however I want, and not stress myself out too much. Sorry, I'm still trying to get over a cold. And in one of these sketchbooks, I did a page of just like different swatches and things. I want to do more stuff like that and just not care. I want to care less, basically. I want to draw what I want and care less in 2026. But yeah, I guess that's all I can talk about for now. We'll see what the future holds, and I will see you in the next video, hopefully sometime soon. Bye bye. So really quickly for statistics, I have drew in 18 books this year, and I only finished 4 of them. I'm going to try to stick to one next year, but I have a fear of commitment, so that's why I've not written the number on the one I intend to finish.